Then she gonna turn around and say, oh, I make wigs for Naomi Campbell. Who is that a selling point for?
Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about this controversial 10K wig that is going around on TikTok. So this lady is claiming that her wigs are worth $10,000 and everybody's going crazy. So some people are like, really? And some people are like, yeah, go for it. I mean, why not? She's making the money. So there's a lot of mixed emotions. I'm going to go ahead and share the videos and then I'll be back with my commentary.
Reactions our clients have when they try on our wigs is, wow, the hair feels so different than all the wigs I've tried before. Fine European hair is expensive. Building a custom wig that will fit your head and be really comfortable to wear will take long hours and sometimes weeks to make. But regardless of the hair quality you're getting, what really makes a great wig is the hairline. And that thing is priceless. Ventilating the hair one by one on your scalp, customizing your hairline so it looks like it's growing out of your head. That is what will bring you confidence in wearing your wig. And that is why we have clients traveling from all around the world. And I'm so proud to tell you that my business does not only serve Jewish women, but all ethnicity and all religion. Women that understand and appreciate quality.
Y'all have gentrified so hard that y'all are now getting strangled by it. Then she gonna turn around and say, oh, I make wigs for Naomi Campbell. Who is that a selling point for? Child, who is that a selling point for? In my 35 years of life, I have never looked over at Naomi Campbell and said, that is a $10,000 wig. It's always a little too. And then on top of that, it's not a full lace wig. It's a partial lace wig. So you can't even part it into a swoop-de-doop-de-doop. Like if you want a deep swoosh, you're not getting it. I know a Raquel Welch wig when I see one. But hey, listen, if you can scam them out of tens of thousands of dollars, be my guest. That's all I know.
But no, like she's like dead serious. And my question is, why does she bring up Naomi Campbell? Is it because that's her most famous celebrity that she has, like, who's a client for her? Or does she know that most of the backlash is coming from black women and she thought that that was going to be like the, I wouldn't say token black client, but if you get what I'm trying to say, like, oh, hey, black girls, you guys don't know what you're talking about, I service Naomi Campbell. Either way, she missed the ball, because none of us have ever looked at Naomi Campbell for her hair. Ever. From what I know, her wigs always look like they're slipping back. No shade to her, but like, girl.
Wig for $10,000. It's the lace front. I'm sorry, it's a lace top. The raw girlies, the girls that wear those super pretty, super expensive raw hair, aren't paying $10,000 for a wig. $1,000 at the most, but $10,000? No, I ain't gonna say $1,000 at most. $1,500 at the most. $10,000 for a wig. And then she's like, yeah, my clients love it. It's light. They think it's so natural. It looks so good. The hairline is open. It's great. Like, don't you think it's worth it? All I'm going to say is, you want good quality hair for the low? More than like, not Amazon quality, but like better? Hair BV. That's like $1,000. Sometimes it's up there like 1,000, but 10,000 is crazy. That's highway robbery.
The wig, which she says justifies the cost. Now, this is a screenshot from her website, and as you can see, not all of her wigs are 10,000, but they are all definitely on the pricier side. Now, the main argument people have against her and her wig prices is that you can get a wig from basically anywhere else for significantly cheaper, and it's going to look roughly about the same as the one that costs 10,000. Now, according to the 10,000 wig lady, her wigs last 5 to 10 years, and I mean, the 10,000 wigs do look good once they're done, but even after seeing the end results of her wigs, people still do not think that the price is remotely justified. Now, I do not know much about wigs, so maybe those who do can enlighten me in the comments, but I do think that a high price for something that's going to last 5 to 10 years, that people are going to see on your head every single day, should probably be expected. But with that said, I think there must be offers that are on par with what she offers for less than 10,000.
So the reason why I chose that particular piece of the video is because before she puts the wig on, the girl has a wig grip. And if you know anything about wigs, wig grips essentially help your wig stay in place. It keeps it from moving. It really creates like this don't move, don't budge effect for the wig. But my thing is, why aren't these wigs customized to the person's head? My friend Chanel makes all of my wigs. I have several wigs. All of them are customized for my head. I have to send in measurements. I have to do all the things in order to ensure that when I get the wig, I put it on, it don't move. So if people are paying that much money, I would think that that piece of detail and that part will be included into the wig making process, because I'm telling you, if the wig is customized to your head, it will not move. I also didn't like when she said, you know, $500 wigs. Do your $500 wigs look like this? Actually, I've seen some $10 wigs look better than some of them wigs on her page. And I've seen some people on this very app get wigs and make them look like $1,000,000. Brittany, for example, like she gets on here all the time making those synthetic wigs and those cheaper wigs on Amazon look amazing. Now, I'm not her target audience, and it's very clear that her business is thriving and people love the product that she's pushing out. She's selling them and they are buying them. I just thought it was just crazy that, you know, that piece of detail was missing from the wig making process. You know, do you know what I could do with $10,000 in India, in Cambodia, in Russia? Baby, I would never have to buy another bundle with $10,000. Oh my gosh, I could just see the mountains and mountains of hair. But then you also have to understand that there's levels to the buying process in hair, right? You know, I started when AliExpress first came on the scene, baby, bundles was $10. Prices of hair is not the same no more. Let's start there. But then there's also levels to the buying and sourcing process in these various countries. Like in India, yes, they get the hair from temples, but everybody does not get the same access to the bundles when they first are available. There's levels to those suppliers and the way and the timing and how much they can get, when they can get it, how often they can get it. So all these things play into, you know, the sourcing and the pricing and the buying of the things. But baby, 10,000 for a wig. Everything ain't for everybody. I'm gonna keep saying that everything ain't for everybody. And it's clear that people are loving them and buying them.
Yes, Black women and other ethnic women can go to Amazon and go buy a wig less than $500 and make it look real, because we spend the most on hair care products. We spend the most on wigs and extensions and potions and lotions and all kind of stuff on hair. It's an entire empire that we spend money on. So yeah, we do know how to purchase a wig and make it look good. To me, I don't wear wigs because even though she makes them look good, to me, they never really look good. And if you didn't know, here's a well-known secret. There's a lot of Jewish women and other women who go into salons like that and pay thousands of dollars on wigs. They spend a lot of money on that shit, just like how we spend a lot of money on it. I would just say, take it easy on us, right? Because we're just a different kind of clientele. We're not your clientele. We have hair supplies and we know where all of them are. And we have online places that we can buy wigs from. You are not the end all be all. That's all I gotta say. It's just a cultural difference.
On that lace, bro, I charge $1 million. I charge $1 million if I start from scratch, grab my needle and thread, and thread a single strand of hair into each tiny hole in that lace. Bro, are you in heat or something? But if this was one of them wigs where she like sewn it or something, like Nick people. If this was one of those wigs where you take the bundle and sew it to sew it together with a sewing machine, that ain't 10,000. But if you actually like threaded like each single strand one by one, hey, whether it's a synthetic wig or a real wig, I think you should get paid for your labor.
My wigs are so expensive because I do this unique process called wefting. You mean making tracks? You're making tracks. That is what you have to do for every single wig. That is not... No. I'm just going on about, oh, well, my wigs are also so expensive because celebrities buy them, which means that they're high quality and good. You know what? I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Paul Mescal buys K. Does that mean that a gram is worth $1,000? No, it doesn't. To top it all off, you'd think that a wig that costs a year of federal minimum wage would be full lace, but it's not. It's partial lace, which is like, I don't know, I feel like that's the least you can do for a wig that costs so much money. But anyways, I digress. Let's look over some of the wigs. Stiff wear, stiff everywhere. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. This wig should have never been born. one looks like a wig that I got for $2 off of Allegro that I keep scrunched up in a wardrobe. Yeah, just got my new Shawnee wig. How do y'all like it? I don't know. I feel as though I know better places to buy 180 density partial lace human hair wigs that look better for 1/10 of the price. And I don't even buy wigs. That should be saying something.
For those wigs are Orthodox women. That's what y'all have to understand. I mean, it may be some, you know, regular women that's not religious that are spending that much on a wig. I haven't seen it, but yeah, majority of those women are Orthodox. They have to cover their hair after marriage. So that $10,000 price point really is not a stretch. I've seen it. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a custom wig maker, and I also ventilate hairlines for a Jewish wig company. So I do this every day. I see it every day. I don't do the checking out, but I am in the room, right? And so I've been ventilating for 3 years now, and I don't think, don't quote me, but I don't think that I have seen anybody purchase a wig under $1,200, really under $1,500, but I'm gonna say $1,200 to be on the safe side. It's between that range. Like, I don't think you're leaving there with anything less than that. You have top of the line European hair, and you have processed Asian hair. It's good quality hair, and they are paying it. I'm just here to tell y'all that the ladies are paying for it. The Jewish women are paying for it.
Don't mean it's not cute. Like, the wigs are cute. I can't even lie. The wigs are cute, but I'm not going to pay for $10,000 for a wig because I don't like the wig for me. And you don't like the wig either. If you are a black woman and you watching this video and you seen the video, you don't like the wigs either. That's why you would never invest in that. Like, let's just be real. Like, the wigs are specifically for a certain type of black woman. And we all know, we all have seen a black woman with that kind of wig before. The black women that wear this wig, most of the time, they're set. These are the high value men's wives that are coincidentally black like us. But these women, they invest in these soft life wigs, but they're the luxury soft life wigs. So this is why the wigs are a little bit more advanced for the black women, because they've invested in the soft life extreme wig. And these black women who wear these wigs, their husbands are trillionaires, okay? Their husbands, these women who have these wigs that are not super cute on us, these particular women are the women that the women on TikTok that's talking about they would never go to a coffee date. Like, these are the lifestyles that the women that are complaining about that want. They want this lifestyle. They want to wear that wig and have a man that is the CEO, the establisher of the world. Like, they want a man who is a gazillionaire, okay? But you have to invest in one of them wigs. You gotta, once you start looking like that, then that's when the men come. That's what y'all gotta realize. When you change up the wig game and you start wearing them kind of wigs, then that's when the $1 billion YT men come to you. I think I figured it out.
And threading and doing the wigs by hand. Then I saw that sewing machine, and I saw that weft. Well, I saw that you were wefting, and I'm just like, unless the hair that you're getting is coming straight from some person's head, I'm at 10,000. I hustle, girl. Get your coin. Get your coin. I'm not against you getting your coin. I'm just trying to figure out the value of that. I'm just trying to figure it out. But do you?
You can never really see the hairline in any of those wigs. The knots on that lace were big as fuck. Like, I was like, is that the Grand Canyon party through those lace holes? Like, and that's why I'd be so irritated when y'all say stuff like wealth whispers and blah 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 blah, because it really doesn't. Rich people just like to separate themselves from poor people. Like, they're wearing those Party City wigs that look literally fucking ridiculous, simply so they don't have to wear the literal better wigs that black women wear, or have to use the methods that black women use. Because, you know what, maybe those wigs would look
a lot better if they hit it with a hot comb. But they would never do that because that's not the point. The point is they're not like us. That's the point.
Dollars per wig, which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy, but I can't even knock her hustle for real. I am in no way a weaveologist. I am not a weave specialist, whatever you want to call it. But looking at her work is not better than a lot of work that I've seen that is under $1,000 or maybe even a little bit over $1,000. In my personal opinion, I just think she does a really good job of using big words and she has the right clientele. Like, this is her work.
This is just her first try on, and we haven't done any adjustments on it yet.
And this is not to throw any shade at all. If anything, is letting you know that it's not about what you do, it's how you do it. And just because you are in a very competitive market doesn't mean that you cannot make no money. You have to understand that this woman scaled wig business to the point that she can literally have 10 clients, bro, per month and make $100,000. If she has 100 clients, she can make north of $1 million. She ain't trying to be Ross of hair. She trying to be Christian Dior, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton. I believe her work is done out of New York, and we already know New York is very lucrative in the amount of money you can make. So if there's anything I would say to anybody watching this, whether you do hair or any other type of business, if you are at the right place at the right time, you have the right client, and you do business the way you like to do business, I truly believe that you can make money like this too. We talk about the economy and how it's hard to make money, bro. People are spending money, a lot of money. If there's anything that she has taught me is that you can make money. You don't even have to be the best. You just have to find people that's willing to spend with you. And as much as people say $10,000 is a lot, there are people out there willing to spend that shit. So instead of complaining, man, find a way to scale your business, especially if you have talent. You may not be for everybody, but somebody will be for you.
So obviously, a lot of people have a lot to say about these 10K wigs. Now, one thing I don't like about this lady is that she's basically gentrifying wigs. Okay. So there's these things that sometimes white people do where they find something trendy and make it seem like they created something, right? So this is nothing new. But as you can see, she's calling tracks something that that she calls wefting. She claims that the wigs are just so uniquely made. So my thing is it is nothing new, right? The way she's making the wigs is nothing new. Um, it's she's using tracks, she's using a lace front, but she's calling it a lace top. So she's modifying some names. And a lot of people, especially in the black community, they probably don't appreciate that because it's kind of like, well, you saw something that was trendy in our community, took that and now you're rebranding it and make it seem like it's something different, even though it's similar or the same thing. And I guess because she claims to be a European hair of da 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 da. So I don't know. I have like mixed feelings about that. In that aspect, I don't like that whole rebranding and make it seem like it's something new, even though it has always been there. Now, on the other side, I see from a business perspective that it is actually low key genius of her to uh, put that title out there, first of all, to create that TikTok that she's talking about, the $10,000 wig, because a lot of people will react, right? And a lot of people that will create some type of rage bait, and that will drive a lot of people into her website, into her TikTok account. And on top of that, she's marketing something that a lot of people use from a business perspective, but she is upselling herself. She is making herself or her brand as a luxury of an item that is somewhat common to the day to day consumer. So it's kind of like, well, you can buy a cheap bag from Zara or from Ross, but that same bag, I mean, the bag has the same functions, but why do people pay $10 to a cheap wig, but other people choose to buy a $10,000 or $40,000 Birkin? It's because they know how to market themselves. They put themselves as that luxury, untouchable thing that it's only a few people or the elite people that could potentially buy that item. So for her, she's not making anything new, but she's marketing such as this item is luxury so that certain people with certain brand, with certain money, right, with a certain caliber would be the main consumer, the main people to be interested in buying those wigs. Because one thing about the rich and poor, rich people always want to demonstrate that they could buy more, right? So they won't go to the average, like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a $500 wig. No, they wanna show in a way that, well, this is a luxury item. They're feeling like they're buying luxury. So from that business perspective, I definitely understand. So we can't really hate the player, we can hate the game, but it is not a fair game. But at least she's making her money, right? So this is like a lesson for us to learn that we should make sure we know our worth and our value. So we are not downplaying whatever business ventures we have, right? Whatever things we're potentially selling. So this is my commentary. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications because I'm going to be posting more, and see you next time.